Hey folks, this is Thomas with Mission Mobile RV Services. Today I want to talk to you about extras. The extra things you need when you have a unit and you want to protect your systems, your water systems, your electrical system, keep your RV nice and level. Just things you want to have extra above and beyond just having an RV. We're going to talk first about electrical. If you look down here, what we have here is a surge protector. This is more on a budget side surge protector, but what that's going to do is that's going to keep power surges from getting into hitting your electrical system and frying your electrical system. There's another one we'll show you after this. We'll show you a different type as well. Here we have a water filtration system. Every unit needs a water filtration of some type. Especially with Florida water, you've got to have some type of system on that. This again is you can get this at Walmart. All the things I'm going over today, you can find on Amazon as well. I think the total for everything I'm covering today was about $184. So it's not too bad. Next, we're going to move over here to let's look at the block here. That's not much of a block. But the blocks, the higher block you can go with, the less your jacks are extended and the more stable your unit's going to be. So don't be afraid to put some good blocks and use wood. Do not use cinder blocks because those can break and cause major issues. Moving on down the side of the RV, obviously we have our hose, our drain hose, affectionately called the Stinky Slinky. Obviously, you need that for obvious reasons. If you look under here between the tires, you're going to see an expandable wheel chuck. This unit is parked on sand. Your wheel blocks do not work well on sand. Those expandable chucks work very well on sand and gravel and concrete. Those are the ones that we really truly highly recommend. Of course, if you have a single axle, you're going to have to go a different route. Moving down the side of the RV, more water system issues. What you see here is a 90-degree pressure regulator. And why we want a 90 degrees, because if this hose is hanging out here, it puts more strain on your fitting. Or you can use a pressure regulator at the faucet where you hook your hose up. We'll show you that again later. But this is a 90, and there's a pressure regulator here to 40 to 50 psi. Water pressure in parts can spike and cause damage to your plumbing. Now down here we have what's called a king flush. Your hose goes here. This is called a Save-A-Drop, and this is your flush king. I always get that mixed up. But what this is for is once you pull your black handle, that's gonna drain out. And once that drains, you've actually only got about 50% of the solids out of your tank. From there, you're going to turn the water on that on the Save-A-Drop, and that's got a counter, a flow meter. It's going to tell you how many gallons you have actually put into that tank. So let's say you have a 40-gallon tank, you're going to put about 38 gallons in there. Shut that off, pull your valve again. Do that a few times until you don't see anything coming out of that tank, any large solids, mostly toilet paper, coming out of your tank. And by the way, don't use RV toilet paper. Who wants to live like that? That ain't no way to live. Plus, it does liquefy, but that gets all over and coats the insides of your sensors and the inside of your tank. Use regular toilet paper. It's okay if you flush it properly. Keep doing that flush. Fill it, backfill it, flush it, backfill it, flush it until you don't see any solids. Then what's really cool is you can put 10% of that tank volume. So on a 40-gallon tank, it's 4 gallons. Put 4 gallons, watch your meter, your Save-A-Drop meter. Again, get that on Amazon. Watch that until you've got 4 gallons. Shut the water off. Shut your black tank and trap that 4 gallons in that tank. And then add your toilet treatment to that. We recommend a product called Liquefied. It's an excellent product. From there, you're good to go until you need to dump again. Pull your gray tank, drain your gray tank. All done. That is pretty much it. In a nutshell. Obviously there's different things that you can get that you'd like to get, but those are the main basic things that you're going to want to get for your unit to protect your electrical and your water system and keep that black tank clean. Now let's go to a different unit with different types of systems that do this basically the same thing, but just a little better job. Hi folks, I'm back and I'm under the bedroom slide because what I want to show you next is the block. I mentioned before it's a good idea to block underneath your jacks. This has a leveling system. There is your block. We built those out of 4x6s and 2x6s to give us more height. There's two jacks there. There's one in the front. I'll have those underneath. From there, as I stay low and not to hit my head on the slide, we move up here, and here is the Flush King and the Save-A-Drop. That is how we are going to keep our systems clean, our black tank clean. Flush that tank 3-4 times. Back flush it 3-4 times. Make sure you get no more solids out of there. From there, we're going to move forward to our pressure regulator. Right there. That one's adjustable. It's a little bit different than the 90 degree bend one that goes on the side of your unit. You can also get a straight one to put here without that gauge. You just want to make sure you keep that pressure no higher than 50. And then over here is the big boy. That's the Watchdog. That is called an EMS, Electrical Management System. It is not just a surge protector. If you have a low voltage situation, that will kill your power, so you know you have a problem before you have a bigger problem. What low voltage does, it will fry your components, because as voltage goes down, amperage goes up, and a lot of your components are not rated for that high of amperage. So that is a fantastic unit. They're a little pricey. They're about $350, but worth every penny. It's actually saved our rig about 3 times in situations. So we're grateful that we had it. The last thing I wanted to show you, going back underneath, is we actually hard plumbed in our water filtration. You don't have to plumb it in. You can leave it set outside of the ground. I didn't want to do that. This is a 3 canister, obviously, and it cleans that water up really, really, really good. So now on these, though, if you ever notice your water pressure in-house dropping, change your filters. There's 3 cartridges in there. So those are the main components that I was talking about that you want to use to effectively protect your unit, your water system, your electrical system, and keep that black tank clean. If you have any questions at all, give us a holler. Send me a message. Find me on Facebook, and we'd be happy to answer those for you. So with all that in mind, I appreciate your time. Take care. God bless.